Hello, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Franza. I'm your host, Dr. Thomas Franza. This episode is designed for faculty members who want to get up and running with Blackboard version 9.1 or 9.0 and higher fairly quickly. I'm going to go over the basics you need to get yourself up and started. If you're going to be teaching an online course, then what we'll try to do is I'll try to put together other videos to show you the other pieces in more detail. But this is the very basics to get you up and going. So I hope you find this useful, and let's get going because we have much to cover. Okay, the first thing we need to do is navigate to our Blackboard website. In our case, it's blackboard.dowling.edu. If you're not sure what it is, you talk to your administrator or one of your help desk people, and they'll help you get there. They'll tell you the URL. Log in using your credentials. For us, it's the same as our emails. I'm going to be using Tom's tutorial for this one. You'll see that it's unavailable. Our shells by default are unavailable, and it's the professor's responsibility to make it available. This way students aren't going to an empty shell and wondering why there's nothing there. Quick little aside, you see this little guy here, collapse my course module. Sometimes students do this and they say, I lost my courses. Click it again, it goes back. Or simply click on the courses tab that's right here and they'll be shown here. System admin will not be visible to either you or the students. This is only for system administrators, but both you and your students have these two tabs. Alright, let's go to the tutorial site. This is a special site. It doesn't have any students in it, so I can't show you everything, but once you get the gist, you'll see how it works. First things first, you see we have edit mode. Edit mode on allows me to create and add new content. Edit mode off shows me what it looks like to my students. Students do not have this tab, only professors do. Alright, now that edit mode is on, if I wanted to create an announcement, I would stars mean it's mandatory, so I would say, welcome to the course. I would, and then I would put in some other information there, okay? For the sake of brevity, boom. Okay, I can spell check it. I have a spell checker. It's not the best. It doesn't do grammar, but we have what we have. I personally like to type it up in Word, spell check it, grammar check it, and then paste it over. Okay. With announcements, in this case, I want it not to be restricted. It's always going to be there. If I have this as restricted and I say submit, just so you know, you get this error message because there really are no real dates put in there. So just say not restricted and submit. Great, now you've got an announcement. Course information works the same exact way. All right, I want to build content. I want to add an item. I must give it a name. Okay. I put in whatever information I want here. If I want to attach a file, I say browse my computer, find the document that I'm looking for, and attach it. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. Make sure that the content is available. If it's unavailable, I'm going to make it unavailable just so you can see what it says. We click submit. Okay, wait a couple of seconds because it's uploading the PDF, and then it'll come back. Once it comes back to us, you're going to see, item is not available. Okay, so just be careful when you're turning things on and off. Double check here. And again, if I turn edit mode off, see, it magically disappeared. So now you see exactly what your students see. Okay, also you'll notice over here, we have these cool little boxes. This is Blackboard's way of trying to tell us that I don't see content in this tab, which means you might want to remove it or add content. Okay, but again, it's the same thing. Course content, course information. I can add an item, a file, I can add URLs, it doesn't matter. I just click on what it is I want to add, and if there's an asterisk, it means I must fill it in. There are examples given to you what it wants, so just follow along, and that's it. It's that simple. Okay, let me show you assignments, because that's actually something that's important and has changed. Let's pretend we don't want this assignment. We just simply click on the double chevron. I can edit it. I can do all sorts of things, and we'll cover that in later videos. So let's delete that. Okay, and there we go. I build content. In this case, I don't build content. I create assessments. I could do a test, a survey, an assignment. In this case, I'm going to do an assignment. For the assignments, I have to give the assignment a name. So in this case, I would say Chapter 1 homework, or whatever I would call it. I tell the students what I expect them to do. If I have to, I attach a file like I did before, and I let them know how many points it's worth. Okay, I make the assignment available. Now, there is no digital Dropbox in Blackboard 9. So when a student submits an assignment, they actually come in here. They would click here, and they get exactly what we've seen before, the same exact window pane. They know what it is. We would put a due date in there, of course, and they would give you the answer. If they were going to attach a spreadsheet or something, they say, browse my computer the same way you would. Okay, and then you can add comments. With your assignments, then what will happen is that you can go to the Grade Center and you click Needs Grading, and that will bring you up all of the homework assignments that are waiting for you to grade. If I want, I can go to the Full Grade Center, and that'll show me all of my students' grades. Since I don't have any students in this course, it's kind of boring. But that's how you would do it. Okay? Also, we have the discussion board. For the discussion board, this is a great way to have conversations, that, especially in an online class. All forms must have a name, so what you want them to do. Okay? More information on whatever it is, and then just submit. Discussion boards can be graded, but we'll cover that in a later episode. And that's it. And now students have a forum that they can create threads in and all sorts of good stuff. Something that you should know, that in Blackboard 9 and higher, we have a couple additional features, which we'll cover later on. We have blogs, we have wikis, and we have journals. So journals, blogs, and wikis. Oh my. Okay, we have those. Last but not least, we're not done yet. We need to make this shell available to our students. You click Customization, Properties, and you see where it says Make Course Available? You make the course available. There are other features in here that you can read up on, and we'll try to create some other videos for you, but that's all you do. Make the course available, click Submit, and we're done. Now, let me show you something before we log out. You see, Admin Franza Tom's tutorial, it no longer says unavailable next to it. As a matter of fact, it's even telling the students that there's an announcement, welcome to the course. That's all there is to it. You're up and running in Blackboard. It's that easy. I hope you found this episode of 5 Minutes with Franza useful. Once again, I'm your host, Dr. Thomas Franza, and thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget to log out.